Question of the day for June 19, 2024. Who is the best Celtics team of all time? So, out of these four teams right here, who do you think is the best Celtics team of all time? The 64-65 Celtics, the 85-86 Celtics, the 2007-2008 Celtics, or the congratulations to the now 2023-2024 Boston Celtics, who just won the championship on the 18th. So, who do you think out of these four teams, who do you think is the best Celtics team of all time? So, all of these teams ended up winning the championship. In my other video, some of the teams didn't win the championship. So, in this video, I'm going to go in depth of what their record was, who was on the team, and who did they beat to end up winning the championship. So, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So, starting off, you're going to start off with Bill Russell. Okay, so the 64-65 Celtics, they had a record of 62-18. That was Sam Jones, Bill Russell, K.C. Jones, John Havlicek, Tommy Heinsohn, Tom Sanders. So, in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, they didn't have as many teams. So back then, they used to have byes. So that's why you only see Eastern Conference Finals and NBA Finals for the Celtics, because they had a bye. They didn't have to play. They didn't have 4 rounds like we do nowadays. Also, that Eastern Conference Finals against the Sixers was one of those times where Russell and Chamberlain went to a bunch of Game 7s, and Russell usually ended out on top in those Game 7s. But that is the 64-65 Boston Celtics team. So they beat Jerry West in the finals. So now we move to the 85-86 Celtics, who won the championship in 86. They had a 67-15 record. They had Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Danny Ainge, JoJo White. No, not JoJo White. That was 74 Celtics. Dennis Johnson, Robert Parrish, Bill Walton. So, this year, that's when Michael Jordan, they beat the Bulls in the first round in 86. That's when Michael Jordan had 63 points. Then they beat Dominique Wilkins in the second round with the Hawks. And then they beat Sidney Moncrief and the Milwaukee Bucks in the conference finals. And then Hakeem Olajuwon made it to the finals in his second year. And they lost to Larry Bird and Kevin McHale in the finals, the Rockets did. In 1986, the Twin Towers with Ralph Sampson and Hakeem Olajuwon, they ended up losing to Boston in the championship. But hey, Hakeem made it that way. So, next, you got the 2007-2008 Celtics, who, ironically, they only won one championship, but when they talk like they won like 4 or 5, which they really should have won at least 3 or 4, but hey. So that team had Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, Ron. This is probably the deepest team of all of them. So Kevin Garnett, Eddie House, Kendrick Perkins, James Posey, Scott Pollard, Glenn Davis, Sam Cassell, P.J. Brown. This team, I didn't know they played that many Game 7s. They went 66-16. You wouldn't have thought. They played Atlanta in 7 games, Cleveland 7 games. They beat Detroit in 6 games, and they beat Kobe and Gasol in 6 games. See, this is my problem with LeBron James. LeBron James took them to 7 games. All he had to do was wait, and then he didn't have to go to Miami. But anyway, and then the champions now who just won the championship, 2023-24 Boston Celtics, had a record of 64-18. They had Jason Tatum, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford finally won a ring, Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, I feel like, was the difference maker because this Celtics team had already played in so many Eastern Conference championships, and then they finally made it to the finals 2 years ago. But Drew Holiday definitely made the difference. I know Milwaukee is just so upset right now. But anyway, they beat Miami in the first round 4-1. They beat Cleveland in the semifinals 4-1. They swept Indiana in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they beat the brakes off of Luke and Kyrie Irving in the NBA Finals. So out of these 4 teams that I listed, who do you think is the best Celtics team of all time? If you feel like it's another Celtics team, let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment. More videos coming soon. Trey T out. Peace.